There are so many colors in this world, so many styles, so many techniques. But how am I supposed to use all of them? I grab a pencil and a piece of paper, but I have no idea what to draw. And this right here is the fear of the blank page. Every artist knows it. Beginners feel it, professionals feel it too. That scary, empty, white space just staring at you. But hey, you have to start somewhere, right? So I grab my phone, open up Pinterest, start scrolling, searching, hunting for inspiration. And finally I found it. Pinocchio. And that's when I decided I am going to challenge myself. Today, I'm challenging myself to try 10 different styles. I want to try every style I know, so that by the end, I can create something absolutely incredible. First of all, I'm starting with the original Pinocchio. Pinocchio was first released in 1940 by Walt Disney Productions, and that classic design is iconic. I'm sketching this character in every style I can think of to push myself and level up my character design skills. Maybe this method could help you too. Now for style number 2, anime. I have to admit something. I am terrible at drawing anime characters, but for this one, I'm giving it my all. Just because I've been doing art for years doesn't mean I don't make mistakes. At the end of the day, I am human. So tell me in the comments, what do you think about this one? Style number 3, the world of Shrek. In this section, I am drawing the version of Pinocchio from the Shrek universe. And let's be honest, he is completely different from the original one, both in personality and design. I'm tired and I need coffee. Style 4 is the 2022 version of Pinocchio. Pinocchio looks completely different and he's fully wooden. His face is full of lines and texture details. Wow! Style number 5, cartoon Pinocchio. Just a 1-minute sketch, but honestly it turned out kinda cute. Style number 6, Christmas Pinocchio. A simple version but with a Christmas hat. What do you think about this one? Style number 7, hyperrealism. Am I pro at this one? Absolutely not. But I'm still trying. And that's the beauty of this challenge. Whether my sketches are good or bad, I'm showing you all of them. Just real progress. Style number 8, puppet Pinocchio. I want to mix a dull aesthetic with wood texture and create a fully wooden puppet design. And here's the result. Number 9, I'm going to ask AI to create a new Pinocchio. And this is what it gave me. It's really cute, but a real artist should bring their own imagination to life. So let's move to the next stage. So far, I've tried 9 styles: classic, anime, Shrek, 2022 version, cartoon, Christmas, hyperreal, doll, wooden, and AI. And finally, this time I'm gonna draw my own Pinocchio. Wow! It's time to design my own version, something completely from my imagination. Mushy. So I open my magic box. It's full of pencils, tools, and sketch supplies, and I decide to use my wooden mannequin, let's call him Mr. Wood, as my model. I start posing him, moving him around, trying to find the perfect reference, but I move him too much and I realize something important. Mr. Wood is limited. He doesn't have proper fingers, and I need to see the full hand and finger structure to draw it correctly. So he cannot help me with this part, but I have a solution. And the solution is me. I can be my own model. So I start posing, taking photos, recording videos, and I can draw with more details and accuracy. This is such a good idea. Why? 1. You don't need to scroll Pinterest for hours. 2. You can create any pose you want. After the photo shoot, I start sketching myself. Multiple drafts, multiple attempts, and the first ones, honestly, disappointing. Every time I start those first sketches, I feel so discouraged and I want to quit, but this is a challenge and we have to see how it ends. If I quit now, the entire studio will be disappointed in me. So I pick up my pencil again, a small sketch, tiny lines, slow adjustments, and finally, I get the result. So I print the sketch in different sizes to decide what scale I want to work in. Then I black out the back, prepare my cardboard, cut it carefully. And fix the design in place. Then start transferring it onto the board. And at this point, I am exhausted. But we're not done yet. Alright, now it's time for the coloring part. This is the moment I've been waiting for. I bring all my art supplies, but there's just one small problem. I have no idea which one to use. Should I start with my 240 color pencils, full of bright, vibrant, happy colors? Or maybe my gouache paints, my 56 creamy colors that literally smell like oranges? So right now we have two options, color pencils or gouache. But wait, there's also option number 3, my 120 color markers, super bright, super bold, and honestly they make coloring so much fun. So now we have 3 choices, color pencils, gouache and markers. But hold on, I also have a bunch of forgotten art supplies laying around. They're not really part of my main techniques, but I'm thinking about using them, like my old watercolors and pastels. There's just one little issue. I understand absolutely nothing about watercolors or pastels. Oh my god, just look at these colors. Where do I even start? Are you thinking what I'm thinking? That's right, I am going to use all of them. I'm gonna start with my colored pencils. Let me show you a quick little tip. Here's how I blend the colors with colored pencils. First, I find colors that are close to each other. Then I use the lightest color for the whole base layer. After that, the darkest color goes in the lowest part of the area and the lightest tone goes on the highest part. Then slowly, I add the middle colors in between, step by step, layer by layer. But there's an important rule. Your pencil tip must be super sharp. This technique needs patience because the colors are built layer by layer. Alright, let's start coloring my character. First, I lighten the sketch a bit so the lines don't show too much. And finally, let's do it. But I want to take a risk. For the face, I'm going to use blue and green. Can I do that? Of course I can. Either this challenge will go completely wrong or it will turn out amazing. Let's find out together. The colors I start with usually decide something important. Is the face going to feel warm or cold? And since this is the first time I'm using such weird colors for a face, I honestly have no idea where this is going. Step by step, I start defining the shadows and highlights of the face. And somehow it's actually working. The face is slowly starting to look like it has real skin. Now that the face is done, I move on the eyes. Just like the original Pinocchio, I color the eyes blue. For the hair, I use a wooden color so he still keeps that Pinocchio vibe. At this point, I am exhausted. But since I decided to use most of the techniques I know, I also have to clean my room before moving on. And as you can see, Mushi helped me a lot with that. Technique number 2, markers. I love markers. Seriously, I love them so much. Sometimes I don't even want to use them, but today is a special day, so they finally get their moment. It's time to use markers. We have a checklist here. Let me show you something. This is how I blend markers. First, I find 4 colors that are close to each other. Then I use the lightest color for the base and mid-tone for the shadows. Then I go back with the base color to mix those two together. After that, I use the darker color to strengthen the shadow. And then I use the middle color again to soften the darker areas. And finally, I use the base color again to blend everything together. You can also use a marker blender and they usually have the code 0. Now it's time to use my markers properly. To be honest, I've never used them professionally before because I'm one of those people who wastes a lot of materials while learning something new. I bought these markers 2 years ago and I can say some of them are already empty, and I still haven't created a serious artwork with them until today. And this is the face I make when I'm creating an artwork. And please don't look at me like that. And for the hands, I combine pink, purple and skin tones to create soft skin shadows. And in the end, I add a darker color in certain places to deepen the shadows. Technique number 3, gouache. I have 56 gouache colors and I have to use them somewhere in this piece. But am I a pro with gouache? No. Am I a complete beginner? Also no. But let's say I'm somewhere in the middle. Anyway, I prepare all of my tools like water, brushes, and anything else. But first, I have to show you my cute palettes, like my ring palette. I think I'm married to my gouache paints. Anyway, my sunflower palette and my square palette. Did you like them? Now, let me explain how I mix gouache colors. Is perfect blending possible? Honestly, no. I pick colors that are close to each other, start from the darkest color, clean my brush, then gradually add the lighter colors. No matter what you do, gouache colors will usually have visible edges. And here's the result. Now I start painting my main character. Maybe there are some mistakes, so you guys can help me in the comments. After all, we're a team now, right? We're slowly getting closer to the final moments of this challenge. And the best part, peeling the tape off. Of course, carefully. But wait, this is not the end. Did I use my watercolors yet? No. So I decided to paint the background with my bright watercolors. And honestly, this part was so fun because I hadn't used watercolors for a long time. And finally, I present you the result of this challenge. A Pinocchio who finally achieved his dream. He succeeded and he became a happy little boy.